because many companies nowadays are looking for candidates who are well versed in MS Office, such as MS Excel, Outlook, even other softwares which are
Hi Pooja, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in. Before we start off our today's session, if you can please quickly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hey Sagar, thanks for inviting me on this platform. Sure, my name is Pooja Halari, and I came to Canada as international student in May intake 2018, and I have completed my supply chain management and business management from Canadore College, and I've been in the supply chain industry for more than 3 years now.
All right, Pooja, let's start our Q&A. And I'm very excited today because the first time that I'm doing something like this is usually by myself. I'm replying to all the comments, but I have someone who is knowledgeable and who has some sort of idea, right, about the field. So it's going to be super fun. And let's start with our first question, which is basically about, and I get this most of the time, that if there is a lot of maths involved in SCM, I'm going to read one comment from Saf Patka, which says that just wanted to know what kind of maths and how hard the subjects are for a person who is not from a science background. As I've heard, there are many formulas and math related knowledge needed. Can you please help me? So, Pooja, can you please help us?
Sure, absolutely. That's very interesting question because I have been into supply chain for so long, and I haven't seen that there is necessary that you should have the background of mathematics. So I can just suggest that studies or implementation of supply chain knowledge into practical life does not really necessarily require the mathematic ability. But if you are good with numbers, that can be cherry on the cake, because as we know, supply chain is full of gambling with data and numbers. So you are good at numbers, you can have good scope in analyst jobs such as supply chain analyst, data analyst, or even demand planner or forecasting. So I can suggest that if you're good with numbers, that's great. If not, that's good too. But I can also recommend, because many companies nowadays are looking for candidates who are well versed in MS Office, such as MS Excel, Outlook, even other softwares which are used daily in the operations and supply chain management. So yeah, one should get knowledge of it so it can be beneficial for them in future use.
Perfect. So basically, you don't really have to be really good in maths, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And that's a relief for some people who are not that much, good with numbers.
And how about the formulas? So you said Excel.
So yeah, formulas is like basically MS Excel is known by everyone. Even people or students in 10th or 12th grade are taught MS Excel. So I won't think that it would be a big problem, because it's usually the average and sum and percentage. So it is just the basic formulas, but I can suggest to do a courses on advanced Excel.
Right.
So it would be beneficial, and one can take advantage of it if they're asked question, or even in a job interview nowadays, they're giving the assessments. So one can crack that assessment and get a job from that.
All right, Pooja, going forward, let's start with our next question, which is again a very common question that I get on the other videos that I have on supply chain. And I'm just going to read one, which is from Amarpreet Kaur 176. So can I do these courses after BSc non-medical? She means supply chain courses. I think it's from the video that I have with Arjun. So yeah, if you can please answer that, it would be really helpful.
Sure, Sagar. So again, this is very good and interesting question, because personally I haven't seen anyone with science background. I know some of my friends and colleagues who had science background and did business management or supply chain management, and their journey so far is very fantastic. So again, for me personally, I don't have any science background, but I can suggest one thing that SCM is a broader concept. So if you are into any one of the department or sector which you are interested, just let's say either marketing or finance or logistics or purchasing, if even though you don't have any background, but if you are willing to give a shot or willing to learn about it and apply that theory into practical knowledge or practical terms, then I can say you can be a good candidate for that job. I know a colleague from my LinkedIn network. She did her master's in science, but she is doing very good job in supply chain management. So personally, it's up to you. If you're willing to do hard work, or you have interest or passionate, or you're up for it, you can choose supply chain management.
And the courses as well, right? Like the program, you can always
Yeah,
study
there are
since you
many
have.
courses. So you can either go for logistics, purchasing, digital marketing, or e-commerce, which is very popular nowadays. So it's the same thing. So it's like we know how the Amazon parcel is delivered into our home, but the process behind that is very fascinating. So one who is interested about it, and they can very like you, they can dig in deeper and they will be fascinated how the supply chain works. So yes, if you're, it doesn't matter if you're from science background or commerce background, but if you're interested, yes, definitely you can have your career in supply chain management.
And I'll read the comment again from Siva Prakash Balasubramaniam. And the question is, can you please suggest me the possible way to get into supply chain part-time job during studies and possibilities to convert it into a full-time job?